Well, and once again, I got to figure that out. I don't know why that one pops up. Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Prancing Pony Podcast Plays. I'm so glad you could join me. Those of you in the United States who just celebrated Thanksgiving, I hope you've had a wonderful holiday, time with friends and family, and just an opportunity to think about the things you're grateful for. Welcome, everyone. And of course, those of you who aren't celebrating Thanksgiving because you don't live here where we eat massive birds once a year on Thanksgiving. I hope that you're enjoying your weekend nonetheless. So, let's see. Pull up chat. Well, hello. Good to see everybody here. As usual, the first few minutes are a great time to just kind of catch up. And if there's anything Tolkien-esque that you're interested in talking about or asking questions, this is the perfect time for that. Nate, thank you. That was all Katie. She, has worked very hard on getting the storefront up and running. Our previous vendor was, let's just say, I'm thinking of Darth Vader. I'm disappointed. I find your lack of product disturbing. I find your lack of payment disturbing. And that was, now that we're gone, I can tell you that was Teespring. Don't work with Teespring. Bunch of crooks, frankly. And yes, I know that opens me up to a defamation lawsuit. I'm not afraid. They are absolutely terrible. I think twice I went more than 4 months without payment. We had at least a half a dozen people who never got their product. They're absolute trash. So no Teespring. Yes for Fourth Wall. Yay, Fourth Wall. That's who we're with. Well, they did eventually pay me, Katie, but talk about late. I mean, like, we're talking 4 months late in many cases. I'm sorry that the Celsius got everywhere. I hope it didn't get on your laptop. But yeah, it's been good to finally get that up and going. Yeah, we left them, I want to say August. We were hoping to get the storefront up by September before the season started, but that was a little optimistic. Katie's worked really hard to get this rolling. So big thanks to Katie for getting that done. Yeah. You might. It's hard to leave because they're easy to use, but the problem is when they don't pay you and your customers don't get their product. Yeah. But yeah, pleased with Fourth Wall so far. I'm not nuts about the fact that we only can have a certain number of listings without paying, but it gives us a chance to cycle through. So you'll always have the classic designs, you'll always have the current season designs, and then you'll always have one other season that will rotate in and out. So we're looking forward to that. And then, of course, we also have our storefront up for our merch for the Moot. And then, of course, there'll also be a little bit more merch available for those of you who attend the Moot. We're going to be bringing some custom pins, as well as the bookmarks that we've done in the past and things like that. So hopefully you'll be able to pick up some more goodies when you come. So, well, any questions on things that are happening in the Tolkien world, things that are happening in the podcast world, anything that you want to chat about before we jump into the game and see where Hilbern is? Thank you, Katie, for sharing that link. And I believe, Katie, that we also have a coupon code that will give you, I'm not going to say how much. I'll let Katie tell you. I want to say 20% through Monday. So the soft tea is always nicer. I like them. They're just a slightly better blend, but they're a little more pricey. Thank you, Chappie San. It was such a good interview. I mean, I'm telling you, Mike Grout is just a phenomenal guest, and we probably would have gone another half hour easily. We had actually probably another hour plus. We had 7 or 8 questions left that we could have asked. We had to keep skipping questions because he was running so not long, but just like we didn't want to stop him, right? We always prepare extra questions because the last thing you want is to run out of questions and be at like the 65-minute mark. So we always have to cut questions in interviews, but we had so many that I might actually have him back for a part 2 later in the season. Plus, he's just a fantastic guy to spend time around. For those of you who weren't with us at the time, he was actually one of our 3 keynote speakers at the 2022 PPP Moot. It was fantastic to spend time with. Yeah, the book is absolutely top notch. I mean, I will tell you right now, there are just a very small handful of books in the Tolkien criticism or Tolkien analysis world that I think are must reads. Must reads, right? I mean, like, they're all great, don't get me wrong, but I would say Tom Shippey's Road to Middle Earth, Verlin Flieger's Splintered Light. Um, I would put Tom Hillman's Pity, Power, and Tolkien's Ring, and now I would put Tower and the Ruin. Now that doesn't count the biography stuff. I think there you have to read Carpenter, you have to read Garth, but yeah. Frodo Baggins, Christmas decorations are never early, nor are they late. They're mounted exactly when they need to, when they're meant to. Yes. Has Mike or John been on the podcast most? Oh, Mike Drought or John Garth. John Garth. Mike's only been on twice, unless you count the Moot. And I don't think we did a recording of that. Our live episode. I don't remember what our live episode was in 22. I think we might have him. He might have been on the panel, in which case he's had 2 and a third. But John's been on the show, I think, 4 times. So, yeah, I only have the one decoration. I mean, I have the garland, but that's the only Lord of the Rings decoration I could find right there. It's like a little hobbit hole. It was the only one I could find on, you know. Yes, I'll have to get a Moot ornament now. So, in fact, I need to order a sample to be delivered. The only sad thing is, as I look at this, it's sort of like the garland is like a really thin piece of like angel hair pasta. Like I want it to be bushier, so I might pull them down and double them up because it's I think it's 3 18-foot strands. So I might make it, well, I guess I would need to get more than that. I need it to be an even number to double them up, but we'll see. I think we have talked about that, Pand. And one of these days, I think we actually went there when we were in the Swan Fleet region. I think we checked it out. I'm not mistaken. Isn't that where it is, Katie? Yeah, that's right. That's right. It was Luke, Corey, and Matt. Yeah, it's just really thin garland. But the lights work, and the lights work for video too. I was pleased to see that. So I did some research because a couple years ago when I did Today's Tolkien Times, I wanted to put lights up, and I did. And then I get a note from my video editor going, these don't look good. And he sent me a video of why they don't look good. And it's, of course, because they were regular lights you plug into the wall. So they were cycling at 60 hertz per second, or 60 cycles per second, and the camera was picking up at 24 or 30 or whatever it does. And so there was a terrible flicker. So he fixed it by turning that into a still frame around me. But then I had to keep my body really narrow. And if I moved my hand off, it just disappeared into the still frame that he'd frozen around me. So I just did some research and was like, oh yeah, the answer is don't use alternating current. Use direct current. So these are battery powered, and that eliminates the flicker. Oh, yes. Yes. The World of J.R.R. Tolkien is another good one. I would say if there are other, if you're going to get deeper into Tolkien analysis, there are a lot of others that are like niche and specific ones. She's got one, I can't remember the title, but it's basically race, culture, and Middle Earth or something like that. That is a phenomenal one if you want to explore that topic. Really, really good. Is the PPP the new AAAA? Oh, man. All right. I'm just enjoying the chat, watching everybody, have a good time. But yeah, if there are no questions, I'm going to jump into the game. I'll show you why I'm so excited to get to advance some more levels quickly. It won't be today. Andy Higgins, Andy Higgins was the reason why we were able to finally break into doing interviews. I think we just dropped episode 10 in season 1. That was the special on the gift of death to men. And Andy loved it so much and retweeted it on Twitter, what was then known as Twitter, X, formerly known as Twitter. I guess you'd call it the microblogging site formerly known as Twitter. He retweeted it, and it was, we felt completely honored. And then he reached out to us and asked about, if he and Dimitri could come on to talk about the book they were publishing at the time called A Secret Vice, which is one of Tolkien's early essays that they then did a critical analysis or critical edition of. It was absolutely, like it blew us away. Like, what, you want to come on our show? What? So we did that interview, and that opened up the doors for us to do more. Otherwise, I don't know that we would have thought about that for at least another couple of years. So, all right. Well, let's go ahead and jump in then. And if there's some great questions on chat, Katie will tell me, of course. She always does. Oh, wait, one more. Mrs. Voicey is on a budget, but wants me to get a Lord of the Rings Christmas present. Besides books, what would you guys want? Lego figures are always Lego figures are good. The little sets like the Legolas and Gimli, Aragorn and Arwen, Gandalf and the Balrog, Frodo and Gollum. Those are cute. Other than that, they don't have any like affordable, budget friendly Lord of the Rings sets because it's all like the Shire. It's Bag End, or it's Rivendell, or it's even the Barad-dûr, or even their less expensive one is the Balrog Gandalf Book Nook, but even that's not cheap. Tom Racine book is good. Obviously, if you haven't gotten it yet, the book that we've been talking about, The Tower and the Ruin. But besides books, if you're a gamer, Return to Moria and the new DLC that's coming out, or that has just come out, I don't know which. I don't think she knows about Second Seas Pip. Yeah, or maybe something. Oh, okay. OSHA, who's the sponsor, one of the sponsors, actually right now the only sponsor and the title sponsor for our moot. I didn't know this because they've only been doing things like the mugs and the throws and housewares and things. They just released their OSHA Wears line, and they've got those cool designs on a T-shirt or on a hoodie. But get ours first. No, their stuff is really high quality too. So definitely highly recommend them. But yeah, the Legos are fun. I'm not really a big pop figurine person because you just collect them and look at the box, but that's another option. You can do art prints. Obviously budget wise, you're not going to be looking at any sort of, one-of-one originals, but a lot of the artists have very affordable print ranges. So that's a new option, or an option as well. If it's not a book, but something book related, there's a guy that I've gone to a number of times for relatively affordable custom book. What would you call them? Not sleeves, but cases. Yes, yeah, Moria. Its lack of railings, famous lack of railings. But yeah, let me go ahead and hop into the game, and we'll see all. Yep, Tolkien bookshelf. Yeah, slipcases. That's the word I was looking for. And he does custom ones. So, if you want one for one book or you want one for like 5, I put, for example, I had to make a custom slipcase for me that holds the 3 volumes of History of Middle Earth and the 1 volume History of the Hobbit, so that they're together in one set. Yeah, they do some fantastic work. All right. Let me go ahead and turn off the chat overlay. I will still see what you're saying. And then, Alan's just gotten larger. Well, I say that all the time, because sadly it is true. All right. Let's go ahead and get that screen over here so I can still see what's going on. And let's pull up the PC. Let's pull up Hilbern the River Hobbit. And for a moment, I was like, why is he in the Weather Hills? And then I remembered that we are in the middle of that quest where we're going and tracking down all the Rangers. Now, currently, Hilbern is level 71. About halfway, I think, to 72. And I definitely want to get there because there are a few goodies that I can do at 72. But what I want to do is show you the armor set that I'm so excited to get to wear when I get to 75. I had Halogram make me a full set of teal stuff. So if I take a look at my inventory in my vault, I have a folder for when I get to 72. These items right here, these 3 purple items, I'll be able to wear at 72. It's a helm, some leggings, and a new offhand weapon. But I am really looking forward to level 75 because you can see I'm going to make a big bump in all the stats when I get there. So that's going to be nice. I'll also get to use much more efficient Athelas essences for healing, and better food for the food, the resistant stuff. So, all right, that's all at level 75. Let's get rid of this. I do have a couple of boosts that I can use that I will use on legendary item XP. That'll just make my track progress a little faster. I don't know if those of you who've seen this, let me get rid of that. Legendary items reward track. Every time you get XP, you get stuff along here. And you can see we've claimed all the way up through level... Oh, no, I still have a lot to claim. Good heavens. Level 31 through 40 have to be claimed, and I got 3 days left. So, Katie, remind me at the end, and we'll process all that. Because if I wait till the next time I stream, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday... Ooh, it'll work, but just barely. So I got to do it today, pretty much. All right. Happy Katie noises. What does that sound like? No, I don't want to know. Don't want to know. We've got an enhanced XP supply, which I don't want to use yet. I do want to use the Tome of Exceptional Experience. All right, so we're going to use Candice Hidden Cache at Echad Sul, and it's not too far away. Certainly before we turn it in, though, I'm going to want to, let's just get on a horse and ride, because we're not going to be aggroing anybody. Whoa, what just happened? I turned around. There we go. So I think I have to go this way to get around to it. Yep. So I shouldn't have any trouble with the enemies in this region. I'm way above their level. Why am I frozen? There we go. Hold on. Can I even get up there, though? I don't think I can yet. I think I have to have a long way around. There we go. Yep. Gonna be up here somewhere. Dun, dun. For a moment, it sounds like the Star Trek theme, the first 3 notes. You're like, no, it's not. I don't think that's the cache. An unsavory jump. What are you looking at? Seems to me these lands should be big enough for you to find a path that takes you out of my sight, little river hobbit. Orsk Dulug follows your gaze and smirks. You like this sword? Found it, I did, and these gloves and a few choice other items. Sometimes you find these little caches in the wild, left by rangers, I suspect. Easy pickings, if you ask me. Looks like you might be easy pickings, too. I'll be taking your gear and your coins, friend, without a fight, or with one. It's all the same to me. Oh, you're going to regret that. Like, right now, you're going to regret that. All right. So, before I turn this in, I am going to activate my experience bonus.
I'm pleased to have these items back.
Pleased to have them back, of course.
We'll have need of cyber.
And now I get to... You should next bring your message to Cyberdan in Breland. He is more settled than some others of my kin, but no less a vital part of the Grey Company. We'll have need of his calming wisdom on the road south. For though we have need of haste, so too do we need to keep our wits about us. Look for it at his cabin near the town of Bree. He lives east of Thornley's worksite in the northern Bree fields. All right, let's go and find this guy. Nate, a question. Who from Star Trek do you think would fare best in Middle-earth or vice versa? Picard just has such a level head. I can't imagine anybody doing better in Middle-earth. Though Worf would do just fine. Thank you very much. But who in Middle-earth would survive in the Star Trek universe? Who adapts to change well? I mean, Gandalf. Pet. Oh, I realize now I could have just ported directly to him. I used the map because I thought that would take me to his place, but it didn't. Captain Aragorn. Yeah. I see.
Has need of us, and that is all we need now.
That is all we need now. I see, Hilbern. I will travel south with as many of the Dunedain as can be gathered in haste. Aragorn has need of us, and that is all that we need know. I fear for the people of this land, Hilbern, without the Dunedain to protect them. Great numbers of an unruly sort have already come to Bree. The brigands of the countryside will have no want for members while the rangers are not around to keep their ranks in check. I will make ready to depart. While I do so, will you speak with Barlaam the prancing pony? He does not think much of rangers, but would have you ask him to take especial care of his inn and the town for the next several months if it comes to that. He will not understand, but I want him to have at least some warning that troubles may lie in store for Bree. And of course they do, because there's a whole couple of skirmishes that we get to do about, well, hello, don't port me right there. That's awkward. Hey, Barlaam, I didn't mean to show up under your robe, under your apron. That fellow Saradin does come to the pony from time to time, and we talk about the state of things in Bree. Not as often as I'd like, of course. For every moment of peace, there are 10 things that need doing, and no way to make them all fit in the time available. Still, I do what I can and wouldn't trade the pony for anything. Folks say Saradin's a ranger, but if he is, he's more respectable than most. Has a cabin just near Bree, and even spares a smile for his neighbors, which is more than I've seen from some others of that kind. Will you look at me going on and on like this? There's no time for idle chatter. There are foodstuffs sitting in one of the parlors that need to be brought out here for preparing. Will you go and fetch some of them? Apples, pears, mushrooms. You'll see the crate, you will. And you'll be a big help to me if you hurry. Wait, he has more quests for me. In their absence. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that one. Okay. Where's the foodstuffs? Retrieve foodstuffs from a crate in the pony. Just a crate somewhere in the pony? But not in the common room, probably back in the storeroom areas. The growling southerner. Is it there? That's the one that leads me outside, isn't it? Yeah, that's not the door I wanted. Oh, that's right. This way. This place always gets me turned around. There we go. Crates of food. Carry the plate of apples and pears to Barlaam. This plate's fine. Now bring me... What? Now bring me the next goods. It's a multiple fetch and... Wow. Wow. I'm apparently your servant. Here I am, a level 71 hunter. I can one-shot critters. I could certainly one-shot this growling southerner. You again. Why haven't you gone yet? Very good. I have an order for these. Now bring me the next goods. Good heavens, Barlaam. Just used to ordering hobbits around. Where's Bob and Nob when you need them, right? Though I'm still not convinced both of them are actually hobbits. I don't remember which one's which, but the one that's described as the Ostler, I think might be a man and not a hobbit. Ah, there it is. A fine pumpkin, that one. All right, there we go. Thank you. You've been a great help to me today, and I won't forget it. So much to do, so very much to do, but you're welcome to stay as long as you like. Join the company, sing a song, warm yourself by the fire. There's one more thing, actually, Hilbern. There have been a few rude types to come to Bree lately. They've been scaring off some of the townsfolk who like to come to the pony of a night. Regular visitors, good folk who come by for a spot of ale and some cheer. I think you might have a word with the fellow at that table there. Uchthrud, I think his name is. He's a coarse sort. Maybe you can encourage him to finish his mug of beer and find somewhere to go for the night. Only he hasn't rented any lodgings here, and I'd just as soon he took his loud friend somewhere else. I'd tell him myself, but there's so much to do. All right, Uchthrud. These are, of course, going to be the rude Southerners, the half-orcs, some of them.
There'll be changes around here. I don't mind telling you.
That's right, there'll be changes. What'd you say to me? I have as much a right to this table as anyone here. More so once the rest of my friends get here. Oh, there will be changes around here, I don't mind telling you. Are you still here? You've made me mad, and now you're going to pay for it. I'll see you outside by the north gate of Bree if you have any courage at all. We won't be bothered there. I'll teach you a lesson about respecting Uchtrude and his boys. A lesson this whole town is going to have to learn. Oh, yeah. Let's meet. I'm ready, boy. I'm going to take you down, punk. Northgate. Yeah, that's right. Let's get on a horse. It's a little far to walk. So much to do, says the guy standing behind the bar since 2000. That's right. All right, let's take this guy out. Huh. Oh, they're over here. Okay. All right, Uchtrude. Hold on. Since you're going to make me talk to you first.
There'll be changes around
I
here.
didn't think
don't
you'd
mind
show,
telling you.
Hilbern. We're going to own this town in a couple of weeks. That fat innkeeper, they'll have to beg for table scraps from Uchtrude and his boys. Just like you'll need to beg for mercy. Aha! He runs away from the one trap. Ah. That was great. That was great. Thank you, Erica. I love it, though. I didn't even have to shoot him. I just laid a trap and he's done.
I was right.
I was right to worry. I feared it was so. Very few of these people know that the safety they feel is the result of the tireless work of the Dunedain. And yet our road must take us south, into lands far away from the well-meaning proprietor of the Prancing Pony. I like the alliteration there, Saradin. He may not trust ranges, but my people are no less fond of him and his simple life than they are of their own sons and daughters. I hope his town and his inn will remain safe until we return, if return we can.
Holros loves the Shire and its people.
I will take it upon myself to gather several others of the Dunedain that may be found within Breeland. But you should make your way to the Shire. At a camp by the green fields, you should find Halros. Halros loves the Shire and its people and has watched over them for many years. It may not be easy for him to leave them even upon an errand as urgent as that of the Grey Company. And I'll just port directly to him because the map actually has a cooldown that hasn't expired. All right. Hey, Halros. So where are we? The green fields? Okay, so we're up here in the northeastern portion of the Shire. There are the Brockenborings. We got Waymeet down here, Mitchell Delving all the way over here. Here's Bag End and Hobbiton. All right.
There are troublemakers loose in the Green Hill country.
Welcome, Hilbern. So long as there are goblins beneath the green fields, I will maintain my watch over the Shire. That is my duty, given to me by my chieftain, Aragorn. Halros listens intently as you tell him of the need for the Grey Company to assemble and ride south. I see, Hilbern. I need time to prepare. I had been just about to deal with a particular matter when you arrived. If you can take care of it for me, that will give me the time to set things in order. There are troublemakers loose on the road that runs through the Green Hill country. I fear they may do some real harm before they are stopped. Can you walk the road and visit the town of Stock, ending the threat of the troublemakers there? I fear there may be brigands or worse. These are more bold than they've been in the past. Return to me, and we can talk again. All right, so we got one in the Green Hill country and in Stock. So if we look at the map, you'll see that Stock, of course, is down here. And the Green Hill country guy, where is he then? Green Hill country is where I'm at, I thought. That's odd. No, that's not going to work. And it's not going to be in the Yondershire, is he? They're not going to have me go up there. No. Oh, there he is. I didn't see him. He's south, down here. Green Hill Country's down here. So, I'll use my return to Mitchell Delving. I'll take a horse to stock. We'll defeat him, and then we'll run down that road. So, Mitchell Delving. We did leave Mirkwood, Kim. Woohoo! So glad we did, too. It's starting to get a little murky. All right. Vladdy. Not Laddie. Vladdy. All right. We want to go to stock. Yeah, so you're a bounder now. That's good. All right. Okay, he's right over here. He should be easy to find. There's our troublemaker. We'll do the same thing. Since they're making me talk to these guys first, I'll just lay a trap. Hey, I've got orders from up top to say I can do what I want. I can do what I like here in these lands. I plan to do just that. I fancy this house. And no river hobbit's going to stand in my way, neither. Too small to live in, but I could use it to store the haul my boys plan on getting in the next several weeks. You'd best move along if you know what's good for you. Oh, he didn't run away from the trap. You win, you win. Just stop hitting me. All right. Now, I think if I take a horse... No, if I take a horse to Hobbit, it's okay. If I take a horse to Bywater, then I can just jump across the hill.
Hello.
Is that going to be Hobbiton or... Huh. I guess if I took... What if I did Mitchell Delving, but I didn't take the fast one? It's still going to go this northern road, isn't it? All right. We'll just get on our horse and ride. Get on a horse and ride. Okay. But we do need to go catch the road over here. It's the southern of the two roads. There we go. It's that road. Oh, look. It's a resource node. Not going to get it. It's just copper. All right. I say it's just copper. Sometimes copper is more expensive in the auction house than any of the others. Can I just tell you how much I love this place? Look at that. This is why I love this game. The sound of the rushing water. The sound. I mean, it's just, I can just sit here. I don't have a birding kit, or I do some birding. It's beautiful here. It's the Shire. Life moves pretty fast. Sometimes you just have to stop and smell the roses. All right. Oh, the music and everything. It's just, there's something so charming about the Shire. I love it. Just between you and me, the pies coming out of Hobbiton lately haven't been that good. Oh, the waterfall. Yeah, you really can sell copper for a lot. Oh, that kind of copper. You're talking about real copper. Yeah, that's why catalytic converters aren't safe. No, in game, even though copper's the lowest tier, nobody wants to waste their time with it. So when somebody levels up an alt, a lot of times they will... oh, a brigand. Hello, brigand. A lot of times they'll pay whatever for the copper, so you can sell a stack for a lot. Different kind of copper. I wasn't even thinking about that. But yeah. Well, where is he? Is he... Is he in here? No. He's just further down the road. Okay. There we go. Oh, he's giving hobbits some what for. Okay, let's try this again then.
You'll be in for a fight if you bet with me and my gang.
Oh, we're gonna have so much fun in the Scouring of the Shire with this guy. All right, knock some sense into the troublemaker. Leave me alone. I won't bother you vermin anymore. Talk to Halross. You got it. I'll go talk to Halross.
Can you help me?
Thank you, Hilbern. There have been more troublemakers on the road in recent days. I fear they will do some harm to the peace-loving folk of the Shire. Yet my loyalty is to Aragorn, and I know that if he has need of the Dunedain, it is my duty to go to him with as much speed as can be mustered. I do not know what to do, Hilbern. What do you advise? Can you help me make this decision? Wow. Well, if Aragorn's told you and he's your boss, you got to go.
You are right. My fate lies on the southern road.
You think I should travel south with the Grey Company to come to the aid of Aragorn? He is my chieftain, and it is my duty to see that he comes safely to the end of his road, wherever it lies. All right, he finally decides, yes, he's going to go. Travel to the inn at Brockenborings and tell his friend he's been duped. Lotho Sackville Baggins that I will be leaving. Let's go talk to him. And little Easter eggs and hints for, you know, the Scouring of the Shire later. Oh, good old Halson Tubwort. Rollo Bunce. Marmaduke Bolger. These are great folks here. Lotho, on the other hand, not so much. You know, you figured Lotho would have a haircut like that.
That ranger will be leaving the Shire.
What's that you say? Very interesting. Thank you for letting me know, friend. That is a shame, of course. Of course it is. Wow. Wow. Who are these men in the Shire? These are going to be the precursors to Sharky's men, right? We know from the timeline, and if you go back to the episodes that we did on Scouring the Shire, we talked about that timeline. It wasn't very long after Frodo left before they started making inroads. Yeah, pretty bad. I know. You know who I actually thought of? I thought of Mark Davis, the owner of the Raiders, when I saw that haircut. It's like, if you know, you know. If you don't worry about it.
We need to decide.
Lotho sounded pleased that I would be leaving. That is queer. He sought me out a few days ago and had many questions to ask. If I had any plans to travel into Breeland, whether I thought to visit certain townships in the Shire, that sort of thing. Well, he and his folk will surely be fine without my protection. Pains me to leave them be, but if Aragorn has need of his kin must ride to his aid. All right.
Your next journey should take you to Esteldine.
And now it is time for you to continue with the task Lord Elrond of Rivendell has set before you, to gather more Dunedain to swell the ranks of the Grey Company as it travels south to the aid of Aragorn. Your next journey should take you to Esteldine, the hidden encampment of the Rangers in the North Downs. Halbarad will surely wish to travel south with the Grey Company, but he's often away from Esteldine. Speak with the ranger Darvun instead, and he will tell you where Halbarad may be found. Darvun is often in the center of Esteldine, seeing to the general defense of the people who live in the North Downs. All right, we're just going to port there directly to him.
Halbarad must hear what you have to say.
You bring worrisome tidings, Hilbern. What danger has Aragorn encountered in the distant south that makes the Dunedain his closest allies? Perhaps I misspeak. Perhaps it is not the Dunedain are closest, but instead that they be the most true. Halbarad must hear what you have to say, but he left this morning to deal with a serious danger. Word came down to us that a number of foes fleeing from Angmar in the days following the defeat of the false king sought to establish a settlement in a cave in the North Downs. Halbarad traveled to this cave, now called Tham Umdur, to attempt to forestall or defeat these foes before they can use the relics plundered from Karn Dûm. Find him, blah, blah, blah. Find him. Okay. Or don't find him, just do this.
We win little if the northern lands are lost to evil.
It's true. For long years now, the Dunedain wandered in the wilderness, Hilbern. Your message confirms what I have long suspected. The hour is near at hand when my people must come forth. I will ride to the aid of my friend and chieftain, Aragorn, son of Arathorn. and let no man or beast stand in the path of the Grey Company. There is evil still here, Hilbern, and if we do not die and leave Eriador to fend for itself, what then? We win little if, when all the deeds of the age are done, the northern lands are lost to evil, their peoples destroyed. Darvin told you why I have come to this place? Already I have destroyed 3 idols the Angmarim brought out of Khan Doom, but I believe 3 remain. Destroy these statues of their most prized leadership, and the Angmarim here may abandon hope of raising Angmar into prominence again. Return to me when you have done so, and we can speak again. So there are 3 statues, but of course they will be surrounded by mobs that need killing. Run away! Oh, there's a loop. All right, I'll go left. This is cool. This is one of these, cave instances, right? But with settlements going on inside. It's pretty cool. Haven't seen a single thing yet. A statue of Amarthiel, the Witch King, and Mordorith. I have a feeling this is a bigger place. There's one. Okay, because I'm like, I have a feeling this is a very large place. It's going to take me a while to find these things. An artifact master. Okay. There's one statue down. I just need to find one of the Witch King and one of Mordorith. Way off topic, my sister had been interested in World War II. Got me thinking, any books about Tolkien children and their involvement in World War II? I don't know. I actually don't know. I mean, all the information I have about Christopher's involvement in World War II is from the letters written to him by his father. I don't have any biographical information. I'm not going to find everything. Oh, lost the game. Sorry, folks. Coming back. Don't worry, I found it. Okay. Well, I happened to be glancing at the question, and I saw, the screen is dark, but my screen is light, and so that caught my eye. Man, this place is massive. Am I really literally back where I started on that? I think I am. Okay. Okay, so we want to come across here. There's got to be... No. They're like, yeah, did you see the... Did you see that second season of Rings of Power? Man. It just brings me right back out into this chamber. Okay, but it's not where I've been, so maybe that'll help. Oh, I like that. Conveniently all... Well, the one guy is walking. So I guess I'll just kill those two. Okay, but where is another statue? Okay, I've already been there, so I don't want to do that. Nope. Knock my mic. Okay. Still two more of these things, and I have no idea where. But this is a place I've not been yet, so it could be... Oh, there we go. There's one. Let's do a camouflage heart seeker. That's what you do against a single guy here. Oh, I've got instructions here. So that's the Statue of Mordor. So the Witch King statue is in the northeast corner. Cross east on the bridge, head left. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, Katie. That map that you've attached will also help. Cross east on the bridge, head left, bear right, ignoring the rickety bridge. Okay. Oh, hey. So after destroying... Okay, so... Witch King, cross east on the bridge, head left on the ledge, bear right. Okay. Oh, not that way. I want to go this way. Oh, I didn't even see you. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, so it's up in that corner. It's kind of north of me. So I have to get through here. You're not obsolete, Katie. It was just a lucky catch on my part. It's up this direction. Yeah. Oops. I meant to do... That'll work. All right, so we're going to find the statue of the Witch King up here. And after destroying, head back to the final rickety bridge. Just jump down to return to Halbrand at the cave entrance. Okay. Oh, jump down from the bridge, of course. Whee! Oh, they regenerate. I didn't realize that. This isn't... Some instances, you know you're in the right place because there's still enemies, and in others, they repopulate, so you never know. But all right. I believe, yep, there he is. All right, Halberad. Done your job for you. You've completed what I started. You have my thanks. Return now to Darvun and Esteldine with this command. He is to select as many of the rangers of that camp as he feels can be spared without jeopardizing the safety of the people of the North Downs. We ride to Aragorn, but I will not allow us to dismiss our responsibilities in Eriador. Do you have a choice? You follow Aragorn or you don't follow Aragorn. All right.
I will do as Halbarad wishes.
All right, I get one of these things. Do I want this? I do. Look at that extra boost in agility. I mean, I lose some finesse and physical mastery, but I gain resistance and crit. Yeah, I'll take that.
Bring your message next to Kalinor in Evendale.
All right, you'll find him at Titadir. So let's go there to Titadir. Ah, Calenglad. Feel like I was just here.
I wondered if this day would come.
You say that Aragorn has need of the Dunedain. I wondered if this day would come. We have safeguarded Numinous and the lands around Lake Evendim for so long now that it seemed we would do so forever. To be told thus that it comes to an end, and we must travel into distant lands to the south. Calenglad gazes for a moment out at the clear waters of Lake Evendim. I will go with the great company. That is my duty, and I will not shy away from it. But first I want to save some of the relics of Numinous from being plundered. Angmarim still haunt the city, leaderless though they be, and in the past few weeks they have allied themselves with numerous tomb robbers to strip the city of any relics they can find. Let us recover such relics from one of the wards while still we can. Speak with me when you're ready to go.
I will go with
All
the
right.
Grey Company. But there is
Solo
something
quests.
The Ranger Collinglad has long stood watch over the ancient city of
Yes, he has.
in Evendell. If he is to join the Grey Company on its southern road, he will need to leave that city behind.
We have arrived, Hilbern. This section of the city suffered greatly in the battle against Amathiel's forces, and robbers have come from the surrounding lands in order to plunder it of goods. The tree-lined streets of this ward were quite beautiful before the fighting, deserted though they were. Now the walls are cracked, and many of the buildings and tombs that are found here have been flooded. Let us save what relics we may from the undeserving pockets of robbers. Let's go. Let's do it. I'm behind you, Baldy. False king has been defeated, but followers of Angmar have spoken so fast I can't read. The coffers of Karn Doom have too many relics have already been. Wow. Sometimes things move too slow. Sometimes they move too quickly. Okay, you draw their aggro, and then I'll just one-shot them with a rain of arrows. How's that? The Rangers leave for the Southlands. Even the weak will seem mighty if unopposed. More robbers approach. Well, get to it. Let us keep moving. I'm not content to leave robbers within this city. I knew you were going to end up here. Up these steps, the hired hands of Angmar came from this way. Huh? Would that all allies of Angmar were so frail. Numinous has stood empty. Can we abandon again? Is it wise to travel to the Southlands? Let us proceed, Hilbern. Well, then let us proceed. Proceed, sir. Watch your step upon the stairs. Do you hear that? Voices from the tomb. Well, come on, Calenglad. Don't just stand there. All right. Clear them out. Oh, now he's going to search the streets while I go and clear the tomb. Well, that should be easy. The water effects are pretty good. They didn't used to be. Oh, didn't mean to. Sitting over there, I didn't even see him. You thought you could hide over here, huh? Yeah. And now examine their plunder. Inside the chest, you see many relics. There's Calenglad. He's done his job. Very good, Hilbern. We will return those relics to their proper places. But first, I have other business here. Gwyndeath! I know you were there. Gwyndeath, come forth. My curiosity demanded I show myself, Dunedain. Nothing more. Who is this river hobbit you bring before me, Calenglad? Hilbern is a friend of Aragorn, my chieftain, charged with mustering the Dunedain that they may aid him. What dangers can have befallen the son of Althorn that such help is necessary? Has the time come at last for the king to assume his throne? That is why we have come. It has been made known to us that Aragorn has need of the Dunedain. I will ride to him in Rohan. It is my duty. There will be trials upon the road. It is a long way to that land. I care not, Gwyndeath. All my concerns are for those I leave behind. Such concerns are a weakness in man. Is that all you have to say to me? Have I not spent a lifetime? Calenglad. Short are the lives of men, even those of the Dunedain. Even proud Elendil came in the end to death, and I mourned his passing. But I mourn not for a season, nor for a single span of years. My grief will last for many lifetimes. And so it is I give my love to that which can outlast the lifetime of a single man. Men may die, Calenglad. Indeed, I see death upon your road. But if through your actions Aragorn takes his throne, a kingdom shall return that should never have ended. And is that not worth some measure of sorrow? I do not know, Gwyndeath. Farewell, Calenglad. Nenuyar will remember you. I will return when Aragorn has regained his throne. I promise. You must think me an old fool, Hilbern. There is no protection I can offer Gwyndeath that she cannot manage for herself. Still, it is difficult to leave behind people and places we hold dear. I did not want to leave without saying goodbye. I have now done so, but it does not make the leaving any easier. Let us leave this place, Hilbern. The air has grown chill of a sudden, and I am ready to return to Tinadir. Wow, that was interesting. I feel like I missed some storyline there, though. Like, that must be stuff that wasn't in that was in the stuff we didn't do. Maybe it's in the epic if you don't do the Swan Fleet Cardolan. I don't remember that. Anyway, a river daughter. Yeah, I mean, I figured it was a river daughter. That was my first question. Was why is she blue? Well, you know, clearly, it sounds like it was a one-sided thing. And maybe he's just got a thing for who are the blue-skinned aliens in Star Trek? He should just join Starfleet and go meet one of them.
That is the way.
That is the way of it, Hilbern. Some part of my heart will remain always within the walls of Illuminus, though duty carry me far away. It will be up to others now to safeguard the places and the people that I hold dear. I will ride to Aragorn and let the future hold what it may. I will face it unblinking.
You should travel now north.
I will speak with some others of the Dunedain here in Evendim about joining with the Grey Company on its journey south, but you should travel now north to Forochel. I sent the ranger Lothrandir to meet with the Lossoth some time ago about the growing danger of Angmar. But once his task was completed, he loved the land and its people so much that he decided to remain. He would be disappointed to learn the Grey Company was called without his participation. Travel north to Surikaila to speak with Lothrandir, but keep this in mind. He has lived among the Lossoth for quite a while now and has surely adopted some of their customs and taken on something of their personalities. Well, let's find out. Andorians, those are the ones I was thinking of. I forgot about the Bolians, but yeah. Lothrandir.
Some mysterious foe is endangering the prey, the Lossoth hunters.
You say it is time for the Dunedain to ride out of the north, Hilbern. It's a long way to Rohan, and even if that be where Aragorn has need of us, none know the perilous roads like I do. Yes, I have travelled in the southern lands. I have walked the hills and valleys of Enedwaith, been stalked by savage creatures in the mysterious woodlands, and climbed among the rocky heights of Thror's Coombe. There are dangers on that road that must not be dismissed. There is no guarantee that even a dozen rangers will come to Aragorn at his time of need, or at all. The blood of the Dunedain flows through my veins, and they will always be my people. But I have another people now as well, and I want them to be safe. I speak of the Lossoth. Will you help me protect them from the mysterious foe that strikes from the hearts of storms and under the cover of black night? All right, let's do it. Solo quest.
We must finish it.
In recent days, after some of the hunters have brought down game animals, a screaming apparition has descended upon their prey from out of the darkness. I do not know what manner of beast this may be, but I've tracked it to what must be its lair. It'll turn out to be like some middle-aged guy, and he'll be like, I could have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling. And... Sorry, a little Scooby-Doo reference. Look at this, Hilbern. I had no idea such an expansive cavern existed beneath the frozen tundra of Forochel. We must be on guard as we make our way through this cavern in search of the screaming shadow that has harried the Lossoth hunters, has carried away much of their slain prey. Do not be dazzled by the reflections in the ice. We must remain alert to all threats. This way, Hilbern. Stay safe. Somehow I think fire oil will be helpful in here. Though again, I shouldn't need it, right? I mean, I'm way above level here, 6 levels above these critters. Come on. Keep up, dude. Well, let's find out what threats it may conceal, sir. How about that giant bear? That's a really big bear. I mean, I know polar bears are big, but that looked like he was 18 feet tall standing up. Careful, Hilbern. There's a fissure in the ice ahead. We need to cover more ground. If we search different areas of this cavern, we'll have a better chance of finding what we seek. Cross that fissure and continue the search. I will explore in this direction. Okay. There's a bear. Well, I'm saying he was about 3 times as tall as LotRO deer. Okay, that's a fissure that I can't cross, so I must be intended to go this way. And then this way? Okay, or this way? Trying not to get killed by falling in the cavern. That way. Okay, I see. Woof. Huh. I don't know where to go in here. I feel like I'm going to fall down one of those crevasses very easily. Maybe I'm supposed to go down? I'm supposed to go down. Sometimes it's just trying to figure out what the game actually intends you to do. Oh, these guys. Did you watch the Bears game the other day? I can't believe they beat the Eagles. Oh, what was that? I think I'm good now that I figure out to be down here. It's kind of a one-way path now. But thank you, Katie. Appreciate you doing that. It's a really big cave. Oh, wow. Hey. What the heck? How'd you show up? Oh, here we go. A young girl crouches by a ragged campsite. Stares at you fiercely, her eyes wild with anger and fear. Shivers in the cold, her face is thin and drawn. There's a feral air about her, and she seems tense, poised to strike. Who are you? This is my home. The only home I have left. Okay. Hilbern, what have you found? Stay back, intruders. Who are you? What are you doing in this place? Don't make me kill you. I'm no one. My people cast me out. There is no place for me in Angmar. Her feral rage gives her a run speed bonus and attack duration bonus. They took even my name from me. Once I was Avair, but no longer. Now I am Gun Ein. Which means Gun Ein without name. Well, let's get you out of here. Now I wander, stealing scraps to survive. All that is left to me is anger. I will kill you! Oh, okay, well then, you've left me no choice. Stay your hand, Hilbern. I'll put away my weapon as well. Listen to me, Gunine. You served Angmar, this we know, and it has gone badly for you since you were cast from your clan. You cannot steal from the Losoth as you have done. You must find a new home, or you will die here among the ice and the snow. None would mourn you, no name, if you perished as you are. We will do you no more harm. Swear to me that you will leave the lands of the Losoth and seek an honest living elsewhere. This mercy is yours today. Do not throw it away. If you continue to trouble the people of Forachel, you will find that my heart has exhausted its pity. Do you swear it, Gunine? I do not want your mercy. A pox on all hunters and rangers. I will leave you this bag of food. It will last until you've begun to remake your life. Leave me! Let us leave this place. She will find a more forgiving place to live, or else she will die in this harsh place. All right.
The Losoth will now be able to bring in their prey without interference. I thank you.
He's going to join the Grey Company. Woohoo. 72, so I can get a couple of new pieces of gear. Travel now to Angmar to tell Coronir and Golodir of the Grey Company's journey. Elrond felt Golodir should not be troubled, I see. I do not agree, but if that is the will of Elrond, there is little enough that I could say to dispute it. Coronir, then, should be told of the Grey Company's mission. You will find him at Aughair, the settlement of the Trev Georg in Angmar. All right, now we're going to add this enhanced XP supply and use my perks to build more. Okay. I think I only have a few minutes left of the Tome of Exception. I got 6 minutes left. So let's talk to Coronir in Aughair, cross the bridge. Ooh! Ooh! I've got a quest for Rohan. Of course, we can't really go there yet because there's so much that I still need to do. But yeah, so that's cool. But let's go ahead and remove that for now. As much as I want to go to Rohan and skip some of the stuff that I got to do, I don't want to skip this whole storyline.
You've come just in time.
But I do not know what I would do if you had not arrived. Complete skirmish, rescue in Nur's Gashu. And if I can complete it in 5.5, 6 minutes. I'm going to do lower level so that I can try to finish it in those 5 minutes, get my XP bonus.
Golodir has ventured into a rift. The air is
rift.
menace, and the stench.
Golodir is not himself. An ancient fumarole, Torek Lach, has arisen and blocked your path. Destroy it? How am I going to destroy it? Oh, I see. All right. So I'm going to have to do the same thing here while he... Quickly, I found its weakness. All right, great. I'm trying to. Ah, another weak point. Okay. Oh, come on now. Oh, I can't get there yet. All right. Well, or maybe I can. Oh, I don't want to do that yet because we got more guys coming. I'm sure this is going to be a Nurnor has awakened. What's to the south of me? Come on. What do you mean not in line of sight? I'm looking right at him. Oh, who are you? Oh, you're who I woke up. I see. Maybe not my best choice. All right. Oh, I forgot to bring my dude. Ah. Can't do anything until that goes away. But I don't remember how to make it go away or if it's just a timer. There we go. Oh, of course, he knocks me out. Both of those are great. Champions and hunters are great. It just depends whether you like, I mean, fighting from a distance or fighting from close up. Really, they're both great. I'm going to run out of my Tome of Exceptional Experience here. So let me grab another Tome of whatever you call it. Tome of Extraordinary. Let's just do Extraordinary this time. And we'll wait for it just in case I get some experience here. Okay. We'll skirt the edge of the Colosseum. Beware the fire streams. Goladir, my friend, please. Why have you come to this place? Lorniel, stand back from the door. I've come to save you. Something is not right. We must unravel this mystery, or I fear he will be lost to us. Speaks of his daughter as if she still lived, Hilbern. There's some great evil at work here. What has raised this madness in the mind of my mentor to cruelly seize upon the grief within his heart? What can be done about it? What is this feeling? Can you not sense it? Darkness and power. This force has imposed its will upon Goladir. It poisons him against us. That'll do it. The ranger's pain serves as a gateway for Erebun's will. I will not permit you to close it. You will not have a choice. What has happened? Where am I? Goladir looks around in amazement and confusion. There was a ringing in my ears, as if I swam in deep water, but it is gone now. There was something else. A shroud is lifted from my eyes, but which is the dream, and which is not? Lorniel was... She was alive. It was not too late to save her. Some part of me knew that Erebun had dominance over my mind, but even the small hope of seeing Lorniel again was hope enough. I did not fight him. I am ashamed. I am no ranger. You are the bravest ranger I know. Why else would Erebun seek to master your mind? He sought to deprive us of you. and at a moment when we need you the most. The Dunedain are gathering. We must ride to the aid of our Lord Aragorn. We need you, Galadir. So the time has come at last. Perhaps it will do me some good to leave Angmar behind. These shadows have become too familiar. It will be best to leave them behind. I shudder to think of what awaited Galadir beyond that door, Hilbern. Erebun's dominance on the mind of my mentor was strong. What could Galadir have seen there had he remained under the Rogmul's power? I cannot to guess. I know only that it would not have been Lorniel, and perhaps that would have been enough to destroy Galadir forever. Let us escape to the surface. Nur's Gashu is no place for us, or for our loved ones.
You have my
deepest thanks,
for aiding
Hilbern.
me in the rescue of Galadir.
From the very depths of Nur's Gashu, he must have drawn the notice of Erebun during one of his excursions into the cities of Angmar, following the defeat of the false king. Who knows what would have happened if the Rogmul had maintained his dominance? We can be glad that did not happen, Hilbern. I think it is best for Galadir to come with us as part of the Grey Company. It is not healthy for him to remain in this land, as marked with grief as it must be for him. The wide southern lands will do him good, I am sure of it. He will be kept busy as we all will be, and I believe that to be the best means of rising above grief, as he must and will. Thank you again, my friend.
We should now return to
Master Elrond, that he may be told of your errand's successes. All right. Just about perfect timing, too. We'll pick up the next quest, and then we'll clean up the inventory. We'll do the advancement track, because I don't want to risk losing all that.
The Grey Company assembles.
Done quite well,
What dangers
Hilbern.
will they face on the road south?
The Grey Company assembles with as much haste as can be taken, and they will ride to Aragorn and the wide southern lands. Whatever dangers have befallen him, we must believe the Dunedain will reach him in time. If you desire to aid the Grey Company and Aragorn further, you may ride with them. I will tell you when all is made ready. Until that day, Hilbern, go in peace, and keep still the safety of these lands. The way south will be dangerous.
The Dunedain have been called to fulfill their purpose.
Aragorn 88, thank you.
To ride to the aid of their chief, Aragorn, son of Arathorn. The road of the
You
Grey
owe him
Company
your
is
loyalty.
fraught with peril, but they must not fail.
Do not weigh yourself with the burden of grief, Hilbern. Narmaleth will live again in the undying lands, and Earnur will find the peace that he lost so long ago.
Dark days are coming.
By your efforts, the summons was brought throughout Eriador, Hilbern, and now the Dunedain have responded. Many of their number have come to Imladris, and they prepare to depart for the southern lands, that they may come to Aragorn in his time of need. You will ride with them if you see fit to do so, but I have been made aware that my daughter desires first to speak with you. She is at Imdolin on the slope north of Imladris, overlooking the road that climbs up into the Misty Mountains. Then I shall go and speak with her.
My own undertaking has come to an end, and its fruit waits now for a bearer.
Arwen solemnly hands you a tall staff, wrapped closely with a black cloth bound with thongs. I have made this gift for Aragorn. The days are short, and it may be that our hopes will soon be ended. This standard I have made for him will fly aloft at a time of his choosing, and he will know for what he fights. May it bring courage to my Elfstone and those with whom he stands. Bring this gift and my words to Halbarad by the stables in Imladris, for he has consented to bear them both on the journey south. Of course, you all know what we're talking about, right? Halbarad brings this to him in the passing of the Grey Company, and then he unfurls that banner as the ships that they've taken for the Corsairs are sailing up the Anduin to Minas Tirith at the Battle of the Pelennor Fields.
On our journey.
You bring both a gift and a message from my chief and the Lady Arwen? I see. Halbarad listens as you recount Arwen's words and gravely accepts the standard you carry. I will carry this burden on our journey. It will come to Aragorn, though all the perils of our road lie in between. When will this standard be unfurled, I wonder? And against what sky will it be raised aloft? While I finish the final preparations for our departure, I ask that you speak with some of those who will accompany us south. Ensure that they are prepared for the road and rested enough for the first leg of our journey. I saw Galadir just to the northeast some minutes ago, speaking with Elrohir. Radanir was just to the east of the two of them beneath the footbridge. Lothrandir is just across the way, speaking to his horse Mithul. He knows a great deal about the lands through which we must pass. Ask him if he has any further information about the road, which may help us move with haste. Once you've spoken with those four, find Candaith by the stable's gate and speak to him about what lies ahead. All right. I think they're all very close by, so we don't need to quit quite yet. Yeah. I mean, like, literally, there's one of them.
Mithul is ready for the next leg
Mithul
of the
is
journey.
ready. Indeed, his kind may be more prepared for what awaits us than the others of this company. After all, Mithul's eyes will be to the road underfoot, watching for loose stones and wind-blown branches. The eyes of the Dunedain must be to the horizon, keeping watch for foes that may seek to slow our errand. I have spoken with Halbarad and the sons of Elrond about the road we will take, south through the Trollshaws and into Eregion, there to rest at Echad Eregion before passing south into Enidwaith. A number of Dunlending tribes called the area home when last I journeyed those lands. Some were friendly to outsiders, but most were not. The Draigluth, the Hebogluth, they are those who would be wise not to cross, and I will do my best to ensure the Grey Company does not entangle with them.
My horse Legimbod is rested and ready for the next leg of the
Legimbod.
journey.
His saddlebags are as light as I could make them while still keeping the supplies we need. Galadir takes a small pendant from one of his pockets and idly passes it from one hand to the other as he looks about the yard. This refuge has not changed in the many years since I last came here, but surely I myself must be unrecognizable. So much has happened, and so little of it good. But the ride here was a marvel, and I could feel the weight of the past falling from my shoulders with the feel of the breeze upon my face. Legimbod delighted in the speed, and I delighted with him. The southward journey will do both of us some good. I am ready to be off again.
My father has...
My father had curious words for me on the eve of this, our departure for the southern lands, Hilbern. Elrohir gazes down the hill deep in thought. He said that the time is approaching when we can no longer hold back, when we must do more than defend against the actions of the enemy. He said that the time is coming when we may need to wager everything on a final throw, and by so doing, we will have done all that we can. Better a death in far-off lands in the service of a chance, however small, than death at home, a certainty. We may not return from this journey, Hilbern. My brother and I are at peace with that. I hope that you and these Dunedain are as well, for I would counsel any who are not to stay behind.
I will do my duty with no complaint, and Glor and Gur will do the same.
That's right, he was ready to begin even yesterday. I returned to Thorinhad to say goodbye to Elweleth, but I could not find her anywhere at the camp. I'd meant to return this hairpin she'd given me, but perhaps she feared the farewells. I suppose I did as well. We will soon set forth. I do not know what the future will bring, but I will do my duty with no complaint, and Glor and Gur will do the same.
Everyone is nearly ready to ride.
The Dunedain, the sons of Elrond, and Hilbern, loyal river hobbit. Are you familiar with our history, Hilbern? As you are joining us on this journey, surely to go down in the annals of the Dunedain, I would have you hear some of it, if you have not already. We have some moments. Let me tell you some of our history, that you may understand the weight of that which we are about to do.
I have been pleased to record much of the history of the Dunedain.
What do you think, Katie? Is this a particularly long one? Now let's wait. Let's do this. Let's do this next time, right? It's a fairly long one. Besides, it's one that's very important story-wise, so I want to hold off and give it the full attention it's due. So we're going to decline that for now, and let's go ahead and kind of go through our inventory and clean it up as usual. We're not going to need these maps. These are just one-time maps to the guys that we've already talked to, so we can toss those. I want to keep some of the crafting materials. I don't need the stones. The stones I've got a lot of, but cooking crypt material is always nice. Hides are always nice. Enhancement runes that I won't be able to use anymore because they're too far below me. All right, so we'll convert that into ancient script. And we'll sell the rest. Let me just make sure I don't accidentally sell anything. Okay, sell all. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and meant to drop that chest in the loot chest because we got plenty, but I don't want to open any for right now. I'm going to go ahead and do the legendary items reward track. So this track gives you rewards as you complete storylines and things. It used to be that you got item XP and that your item XP was separate from your character XP, and you would apply that to your legendary weapon. That's all gone, but the idea of item XP has been carried over to the legendary items reward track. So in this case, I haven't done it in a while, so I've got a lot to claim. Decorated coffer, some runes, sealed tracery, more runes, chest of embers and figments. Oops. More stuff, more script, more runes. Coffer of Umbari craft, that could be useful, and more script. So let's take a look before I redeem any of these where I'm at on ancient script, because it does have a cap, and yeah, I'm at 6560. So if I get that one, it's only 200. Those are enhancement runes, sealed tracery, enhancement runes, a sealed chest of embers and figments. Now, I'm not close enough to cap to worry. I've got a little over 5,000 embers and 6,300 figments. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that open, and we get 1,000 of each, which is nice. More ancient script, this time 200 more again, so I'm still quite a bit from cap. More runes, more tracery, more runes. A coffer of Umbari craft. Contains a shattered tracery token and a Word of Craft recipe selection box. Okay. So that would enable me to craft my own Word of Craft. That's kind of cool. Okay. The only one I'd be able to craft would be this one because I don't have, well, I actually do have others that have that. So let me, rather than redeem that now, let me put that in the shared storage. I'm going to put that with the legendary items, along with all of these things. The runes, the tracery, the runes, more tracery, more runes, and we'll redeem the script. And this one was another tracery token. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Well, we are all done for now. Just saw a Prancing Pony podcast kinship member ride by. So let's go ahead and exit the game, and then we'll chat for a little bit before wrapping it up. All right. I can take these off now too. And let's show on stream so everybody can catch up with. It's not just so that you all can catch up with each other. It's also so that you don't have to see my face larger than it needs to be on your screens. All right. Puts way more effort into what? I think so, Nate. Yeah, I was standing outside the stables. What do I put more effort into, Katie? I missed out on that. Oh, that was. Yeah, I don't know how far I am away from some of those cool rewards, but I'm certainly not going to get to level 100. I might get to level 50. Might get to level 50. Oh, and a plan. Yeah. Well, the last thing I want is to open up Ancient Script when I'm at cap. Same with Embers and Figments, right? And because that's not a, it won't tell you. It'll just say you're at cap, but you might have lost out of the 200. You might have lost 180 of it. So I probably put too much effort into all that anyway. Brush with fame. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Well. Are y'all coming to the moot? We got less than 3 weeks. 3 weeks before we'll see y'all in Dallas or see you online. Super excited about that. Could there have been other River Daughters? Well, of course there could have been other River Daughters. There might have been River Sons. You never know. Oh, Katie, come on. You're feeling fine about the moot. You've got this under total control, right? No, we're doing great. We've she's been handling quite a bit. I just ordered some of our like signage and things, gear. It's gonna be good. Whew, it's always nervous until it actually comes together. I think we'll probably be nervous until it's over, just because that's the way it goes. Oh, my goodness. Oh, the surveys will be fine. They'll be fine. People will say you did good. People will say you did good. Sorry, trying to get the smudges off my glasses. Yeah, the OSHA mugs back there on that side. Mm-hmm. Snacks should you bring for the moot organizers? All sorts of stuff. Excuse me. What would I want to see them depict? They've done such a great job with Rohan, Gondor. No, probably not jerky, Katie. As much as I like beef jerky, I'm very picky about which ones I like and which ones I don't. I'd hate for somebody to feel bad for bringing me one that I'd end up kind of gnawing on and not really enjoying. But I'm good with whatever. I'm not eating as healthy these days as I should. So bring anything. Anything that's not pickle flavored. That's disgusting. You people disgust me. All right. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. You just got to look deep down. Like I'm yawning in front of the camera with all the lights going down. Well, not you personally, Katie. Not you personally. Yeah, I am a little sleepy today, which is a little odd. I rested well, so I don't know why I'm so tired, but there you have it. It nonetheless is what it is, as they say. I was like, oh, hey, look, I had a Discord announcement or a Discord notification. Oh, it was an announcement about the stream. Of course it was. No pickles, no Bovril. Absolutely. Please not. And on that note, and on that disappointment, it's time to end this week's. No. Any questions before I do wrap up, though? We've got what, a couple more episodes on Eldari and Arendis before the Christmas break, and then 2 more after, and then we go into Tal Elmar with James. That'll be good. Though we'll start with the QAN. It's gonna be good times there, and then done the drawing for the. Oh yeah, we didn't do the drawing. It was OSHA, and they already notified the winner. So if you have not been notified, I'm sorry. That was weird. Lost the thing for a moment. I'm assuming I'm back. Am I here? Can you all? Am I back? Can somebody tell me whether I'm back or not? Okay, I wasn't sure. The lag makes it tricky because I know I'm gone, and then I see that I'm back, but I see people saying I'm gone, and so I don't know if I'm actually back yet for quite some time. So thank you. Man, I am sorry. Apparently need some caffeine. That and just to get to work. That's what I need to do to get to work. Maybe road mapping the next series of the TTT or outlining Tal Elmar. Those are the things I'm probably likely to do. So, are we going to get many Alan voices of the mood? It all depends. It all depends on opportunities. Will there be opportunities for me to do voices? Maybe. I don't know. It also depends on whether I lose my voice. Folks can tell you that in 22, I lost my voice really, really quickly and wasn't able to do much at all the rest of the moot. So, and that included a really bad karaoke attempt. So, all right, well, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for the day. I hope that you all enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will be here again on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific. That'll be our first one in December. So Tuesday, December 2nd, 6 p.m. Pacific. I will, however, just so you know, giving a heads up, I will be missing this time next week. Next Saturday, the 6th, I'll be on my way to San Diego for a Smile meeting. And then, it's a drive down there, so I won't be able to be here and be on the road to get there. But other than that, I don't see any misses in the near future. I'll be here on the 9th and again on the 13th, be on the 16th. I will miss the Saturday of the moot. But then Christmas and New Year's, I think I'll still be here because in both cases, New Year's Day and Christmas Day are both on Thursdays, 2 days before and 2 days after a stream. So I don't think they'll interrupt the ability for me to get on here on any of those 4 days as well. So we will be missing you all, however, next Saturday, the 6th, but I'll see you this coming Tuesday, the 2nd at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So thanks again for joining, and we will see you all next time. All right, take care.